The quadratic formula. How do we derive it? Well, what I like to tell my students is that the quadratic formula is basically a shortcut to completing a square. So let's take the standard form of a quadratic equation and let's complete the square. Now, a cannot be 0, and also without any loss of generality, we can assume that a is positive because we can always multiply through by a -1 if a was negative. So we start by dividing everything by a because we want the leading coefficient to be 1 in order to prepare for the completing the square process. Next, we move the c over a over to the other side by subtracting it. And now we have to decide what to add to both sides to complete the square. That will be the quantity of b over 2a squared. So adding that to both sides, we get that. And now after simplifying, we get that the left-hand side is equal to the quantity of x plus b over 2a squared. And the right-hand side is now just b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared, after we resolve the fractions using a common denominator. And now square rooting both sides, we get plus or minus the square root of that fraction. Simplifying the radical on the right-hand side, we get plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, because the square root of 4a squared is going to be 2a since we assume that a is positive from the beginning. And now subtracting the b over 2a to the other side and combining the fractions, we get our infamous quadratic formula. Now, I know there are other versions of the quadratic formula floating around out there, but they're all equivalent. But I'm actually interested in how people memorize the quadratic formula. I know people use certain mnemonic devices or a jingle perhaps. So let me know down below in the comments how you memorized the quadratic formula. Or at least I hope you still have it memorized. In any case, I hope you're doing well. Make sure to hit that follow button for more math content. And as always, I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.